Well, it's Saturday, and I obviously didn't get this thing to AMC days over at National Trails. I left here yesterday in defeat. So, trying to combat our overheating problem, we placed a new radiator in this thing. Of course, it didn't fit, so I had to re-drill the holes to drop it an inch so that the hood would shut, which is par for course with this car. So I sat at home last night licking my wounds, and I'm going through everything I've done on this car and how I did everything on this car. And I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, light bulb. I set the timing wrong on this car, and that's probably why we're overheating. It is what it is. I made a mistake, and I'm going to crank it over and listen to it. I can't run it right now because I lowered the radiator. It pulled the lower hose closer to the power steering belt, and when this thing blew its lid the last time was when the power steering belt cut through the lower hose and, you know, no longer had pressure in the cooling system, so it boiled. So I'm waiting on a lower hose to fix the one I sliced because of radiator placement. It's just one thing after another. But let me grab a timing cover. I'll explain. That's funny. So this timing cover is different. So the timing cover that's on this car has a TDC mark, and then it has this one, and here has a sight, a sight target where the 10-degree mark is. And when I set my engine running all in 36 degrees timing, I set it to the sight instead of setting it to the TDC. So I'm currently running 46 degrees of timing, which will make your engine overheat at 2300 RPM. It's kind of funny because, like on a small block Chevy, if you do that, you'll hear it. You'll hear the engine load cranking over, and I don't remember hearing that on this, but I'm going to crank it over just to see because I'm interested. So yeah, it does not sound like it's timed to advanced, but it is. I guarantee it. And I think that's what's going to solve our overheat problem. Hopefully I didn't destroy this engine by blowing its lid on the cooling system 3 times while, doing the most critical thing there is that you can do to an engine, which is camshaft break-in. But we'll see. We'll get a hose on it, fill it up with coolant one more time, and then we'll run it and see. Should be the key to our puzzle, so to speak. So a little humble pie. I screwed up. Sorry I wasn't able to get it to the AMC days yesterday, but maybe you'll get to see it out on the road here soon. Let me call these guys up and see if they've got the radiator hose in yet. So my brain was pretty cooked on this project. We worked all day Wednesday. Well, no, because Wednesday I didn't start on this until 11:30, because I was actually looking at a 1970 Corvette for a customer whose husband sadly is no longer able to enjoy his car, but he was ironically, he was having problems timing his car after having the distributor out. So when I look back, it's kind of humorous, because my thought was, well, it's not that hard to time a car. And here I am eating crow for it. The things that happen are just funny. Sometimes you just have to accept the fact that you make mistakes. It's hard to do. Sometimes you just got to say, I am a dumbass, and I made that mistake. I think it's funny that the Corvette thing happened right at the same time, though. That's right, and at some point in here, I moved the distributor one tooth off because I thought I had it one tooth off. And I don't think I did have it one tooth off. I think I had it right where it was supposed to be. I second guessed myself instead of double checking where I had my timing point. I think that's even on video. Oh, well. Let's fix it and move on in life. Holy cow. So I just drove clear across town to Grove City, which is about a half hour away, and then a half hour back to get the correct hose. Wasted 4 hours today because of this guy. I called one part supplier and they're like, yeah, we got it, we'll send it over. And then like 2 hours later they called me up. They're like, hey, you know that hose we said we have? Yeah, we don't have that. So I get back on the horn, I call a few places, and a place across town has it. So I just got back from there. We're gonna stick this thing on here, fill it up with coolant, because I am dying to get this out of my head. And until I hear this thing run and not overheat, it's gonna be stuck in my head. Let's get this done. So in Champion's defense, this radiator is for a Javelin or a Hornet. It is not for a Spirit or AMX, as this is called. But this is a Spirit. So, but the radiator did fit with a little adjustment. Let's kick this thing in the guts one more time. Oh, I'm such a failure. Oh, it's not hammering. Well, that closes a chapter in my life. I will check the timing one more time, lock that down. Still seems like it's running a little warm, but we'll see. Well, thanks for watching me do everything I could possibly do wrong on this car. We're gonna let it cool down. I'm gonna change the engine oil out of it, and then we'll take it for a drive, because the engine's either gonna make it or it's not. When a camshaft break-in goes bad, the camshaft basically eats itself and runs metal through the engine. Luckily for us, we have a 360 being machined right now, and the other 304 that will get bored to the 30 over for the other set of pistons. And who knows, you know, I was joking about using that 304 to use after Austin missteps the clutch. Maybe I'll be using that 304 because I completely effed up on the ignition timing on this and couldn't get the camshaft break-in clean. So we'll see. I mean, 6 minutes is not optimal for a camshaft break-in. So we'll figure that out here shortly. Thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe, leave us a comment below. You guys all have a great day. Happy Memorial Day.